Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those of you who get your notifications, I should see you popping up shortly in the evening session. And we better get in here quick because I am on the clock, good people. And I know what you know what that means. When you are on the clock, you are on the clock. So if you're in here, don't waste time. Don't wait for me to address it. Ask the questions, raise the conversation, get your game comments in, all that good stuff. Yep, I suggest you go ahead and throw it on out there quick because I can't guarantee it'll come up later. So yeah, go ahead and take a second to get the comments in here real quick. Actually, I will link in the chat before I even get on the screen. Let's see, I must have turned that off at some point. Oh, yeah, I remember doing that the other day. Okay, there. Get my invite here. I'm just getting the link in here, y'all. Boom. Yeah, y'all go ahead and get these comments in so we can just fire on away. Oh, it's spicy already, ain't it? It's spicy in here. I can see it. Ooh. Oh, Jason, I was there. Where we start at? Big win for Penny Hardaway. Yeah, that was fun to watch. Cashmere was good. Shit, I was there, John. What you mean did I see the Tyra interview? Hey, y'all. John, what you talking about? John, did you just ask me? Did I see the Tyra interview? You was joking, right? John, you was joking, right? When you said, "Did I see the interview?" Man, I had to go look in that man's eyes. What you mean? I had to go see the BS detector. What you mean, John? Did you see the interview? Why would I go look at some interview when I can go there myself? And listen, all the crap I be talking. Hold on. Listen, John. All the crap I be talking. You know I had to go be there myself. John, did you ask me if I saw the Tyra interview? Is that what you asked me? John, what do you think took that picture? John, don't you know that's Drew Dina right in front of me? John, don't you know that's Jody Dimling right there? And Mark Blakenbaker? And Eric Crawford and Mark Ennis? Don't you know? Did I see the interview? Man, I protect this this Card Nation. I'm on the front line. Did I see the interview? Oh, John, I'm just giving you a hard time. That was a fair question. That was just me flexing. Of course, I went to the interview. You think I went? Listen, I went there right after the show, and I went and chilled at the God House. I went and found my old people so I can get back doing the Al J's thing. Are you calling it team soft or individuals? Yeah, I was down there. You can't play D. Shit, that ain't gonna work with Mac. I mean, what did JJ do with his time? What's good? What's good? What's good, Devin? Maestro. Steve Rubbish said it best. We dodged a bullet with with Dern not going here. Did I? Did I watch the Vince Tyra interview? Y'all know I had to go. Listen, if I ain't do nothing on this planet, I wanted to look Vince Tyra in the face when he talked about what was going on. You kidding me? See, you gonna have to ask Steve about that tomorrow. Hi, Lauren. Lauren, did you come in here late? Please hit the like button, y'all, while y'all in here. Everybody got to look in the mirror first. Mm. We can critique it. We can critique it. The Vince Tyra, I don't know if I could do that tonight. He covered a lot of stuff. I don't really want to give the clip notes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if there's something in particular, Cashmere, I love that beat. If there's something in particular you want to know, just ask. But I may be too tired to recap the whole meet. Listen, Cashmere, when we were just looking for the siren, I heard that beat. I'm like, yeah, we got to use that. I listen. Twitter is unsufferable. I can't stand people. Had a D1 AD. We said, I mean, like I said, I'm not to the AD conversation. I'm still with the process because the process is what bothers me. The hiring process. Kitty Kroger's in the building, y'all. Cheers, Kitty Kroger. Mmm. Indeed, Kitty Kroger. I have been running around. I didn't expect you to be up this late. the night house is up now. The cocktail hours is upon us. Mmm. Mmm. Well, Johnny, he did say that he would talk about, but I don't know about that one. That one might be a little bit of ham and eggs too. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Maybe I would have stayed. You know, that's kind of one of those, y'all can blame her. Listen, not throwing her under the bus, but he definitely gave her a little nudge box out under. Listen, put it this way: he didn't try to rescue her from the bus. Oh, yeah, but but Noob, I was like kind of mad at him for not doing that a lot more before. So a lot of people flailed around. I mean, and again, I would have been able to protect him more, in my opinion, had he been a little more forward. L needs to start, lock off the bench. Mm, mm. Yeah, ask me the questions. Give me your game analysis. Like I said, we listen. I didn't take a nap today. I did. All I had was juice for lunch. Shit, I ain't ate today, y'all. So listen, I haven't eaten. This thing gonna hit me hard. This thing's gonna hit me real hard. Like I said, I had a board meeting. Listen, y'all, I went from being all about athletics to being all about academics within a span of 4 hours, and my brain almost exploded. listen, listen, I was in my dean's my arts and sciences council meeting today, and I was like, ugh, those athletes. I mean, God, who do they think they are? I've been there with deans and provosts and presidents and all this, and I'm like, ugh, I can't stand sports. But listen, y'all, listen, here's what's funny. Today's meeting was from 5 to 6, right? So look, we broke out into the teams meetings at about. Listen, we broke out to the team meetings at about. Hold on, y'all. That felt awkward. That felt really awkward. Give me like 15 seconds because I gotta tell y'all what happened. Oh, it was so embarrassing, y'all. I gotta tell you. Hold on, let me grab something really, really quick. Oh, it was terrible. Hold on. Here I go. Okay. Oh, I gotta tell y'all what happened. And yes, I did. Kitty Kroger. Um, if you would have went to Kroger, you'd have saw me in my Crocs. my legs wasn't ashy, but I had the Crocs ready. I had them on and ready to go. Okay, so here's what happened, y'all. The board meeting, the council meeting, whatever, was from 5 to 6. We broke out into the teams meeting at like at like um at like 5:47, y'all. So they said 10 minutes, right? And they said we're not going to do our reporting because you know how it is. You break out into the meetings with your group. You know, you determine, what your objective is. To support the group. Yes, 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 I do. Mm, um, yeah, Kitty Kroger would have saw me real ashy, y'all. She, she'd have went over to the lotion section and threw it at me. Okay, so listen, y'all. We broke out at 5:47 to get 5:46, 5:47 to go to the teams meeting, right? So we did our little talk. We came back like I said about 5:57, pretty much right on the dot, right? So the game started 6. It's 5:57. We in the Zoom meet. Okay, you know how when you break back out the meetings, you got to press the button to put you back in the big room. Well, 16, 20 people were there, right, in the meeting. No, actually, it was 16, right? So as we're getting to 57, 58, the president of the council said, "Did we lose? Did we lose a couple people?" Right? And keep in mind, y'all, this is a room of academia. This ain't look. This is academics all around. They said, "Did we lose a couple people coming back from the meeting?" I'm thinking, damn, like they just left because the game started, right? So look, I hit my unmute. I was like, yeah, they probably going to watch the game now, right? And I think it was the president or somebody else was like, oh, oh, like that, right? And here's the problem, y'all. Nobody laughed. Listen, listen, nobody laughed. And so, look, I unmuted it. I said that, yeah, they probably just gone to watch the game. But I was just joking. You can't leave the meeting just to go to the, or to watch the game. Look, nobody laughed. They was like, oh, okay, what happened, whatever. So I had to unmute it again and say, listen, I have no idea where anybody went. I was just joking. It was just a joke. So I don't know. And then some people started popping back in. I was like, Jesus. Listen, y'all, they're gonna kick me out. They're gonna kick me off the sport. Carter Cam, I appreciate it. Appreciate that. I know, KD. I know. Jesus, that was bad. But that dunk is indicative of, like, did you see Jalen Withers and Sam like the last minutes of the game? Whew. Fleetwood Eric and Vince Tyra did say bullshit in particular in the meeting. Wait, you talking about at the Vince Tyra event, or you want me to do another show from the VIP lounge? Did y'all want me to do the show from the Yum Center tonight or something? Because I would have did it. Hey, I think he did get hoodwinked. Put it this way. I think they all was doing a little moving, a little maneuvering. I think they just gained it. I'll put it this way. I think they outmaneuvered him. I do think they outmaneuvered him. I think it's gonna be tough, man. I think it's gonna be really tough. I think it's tough. I think we're looking at some trouble. I agree, Jordan. He needs more minutes. I agree. Yeah, whole different perspective. Yeah, I did hear that. Yeah, like I said, I did giggle. I will say this. He did say in the interview that he had been thinking about exit strategies before. So it wasn't like it wasn't already on the table. So this wasn't just like this came up and this was a hasty decision on his part. And I have been hearing behind the scenes that he was going to be done in July anyway. I think that's when his contract out. Like I said, I've just been hearing. I didn't take it as gospel, but supposed sources close to him were saying he was close to hanging it up. So I don't think this was just like a full, just this situation is why he left. listen, y'all. Y'all should have heard how excited me and Steve was when JJ got in the game. When he first got in the game, I'm in front of my TV. Hey, y'all, I was probably this close to my TV. My eyes still hurt. I'm still half dizzy. I was on my screen. I was hoping, I'm listening to Steve. I got him on speakerphone. We breaking down every movement, what I'm saying? Every missed switch, what I'm saying? He got in. Oh God. We were pulling for him so hard. I mean, thank God he hit that three. Thank God he hit that three. Yeah. Yeah. If you can't score, if you can't get around them, what are we talking about? If you can't get around these dudes. And listen, I don't care what nobody say. A coach can't teach you to blow around the guy. A coach cannot teach you. I mean, he can teach you a move or two, but he just can't teach you that. You got to develop your own game. You got to develop your own game. I did, KD. That was pretty funny. But here's the thing, KD. You think Steve cares that he's mad at Sat and Sat is recruiting better? Like, see, that's what y'all understand. This is not hot take stuff for Steve. Okay, like too many people think they want to prove a radio guy wrong because they're know-it-alls. Steve does not care about being wrong. He does not care. He feels like us complaining made them pick up their esteem. Don't you feel like they're picking up the pressure? Don't you think they're working harder to let the public know they're doing a good job? Don't you think can't you tell that the football program is going harder? Right? So if that took Steve or myself complaining about the current pace, it's worth it. And it's no hard feelings. That's why I keep saying it's not personal. When we bark at a coach or when we bark at the program, or like I said, when I say something about Josh Hurd and the situation he's in, again, if Josh listened to me talk about Vince Tyra before, listen, Vince Tyra was Josh Hurd before Josh Hurd. I said the exact same thing. I said, I will look, Vince Tyra and that board of people were hired here illegally. I will not talk about that. I will support the university. I will support the situation moving forward while actively while actively trying to get that loophole closed. And if you take it personal, then you're looking to do something shady to the universe. If you think what I'm fighting for, like as a lawyer, if you think what I'm fighting for is personal, then it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like if I point out a crime, you know what I'm saying? If you friends with the person that committed the crime, you still shouldn't be mad at me. You should say, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm pointing out a crime. You know what I'm saying? So don't waste your time taking it. Oh man, the Duncan issues. God, Jesus, did y'all watch some other basketball? Nobody lays it up like this group. Nobody is so casual like this group. Albert, it's all good. That's everywhere. Kyle, I wouldn't waste time with that. Yes, Rose. If y'all go back and look at it, the whole offensive tempo spread picked up. Hold on. Rose, the whole tempo sped up. The whole tempo sped up the moment Rose came in. It was awesome. I'm unfamiliar. No, we will not. BGM cards. Lauren, no nap, no food. You listen, your boy Maven, he just soldiers up. Maven knows how to soldier up. Y'all, listen, I needed to be here. Chris Long, what's going on? Listen, ask the questions about the Vince Tyra thing. Ask the questions about the basketball game. Ask, like I said, you can ask again how I feel about the presidents and Josh Hurd. I don't mind answering any of these questions. And again, Lauren, listen, Lauren will cut me off if my little cocktail becomes too much and I start telling too much. Lauren will cut me off. That's brutal, Justin. I don't know why you expected them to cover 26, though. That was bad, man. That was bad. Cannot compare him to. I like him, man. Listen, Chris, I like him. I like him. Oh yeah, I need to catch it. Listen, even Kitty Kroger, she wouldn't have talked to me. Kitty Kroger would have saw me there, and she'd have went into the other aisle or something. she'd have ducked off into the into Lord knows what aisle. Mm. What I thought the charge calls were pretty good. Hold on. Mm. Hold sorry, y'all. Hold on. The dryer just went off. The dryer did just go off. Let me catch up. Nothing hurts more than watching talented players who have all the potential and tools. Yo, DD, good, and just that can't handle the thought of physical contact. Listen. I did. Listen, I did. Listen, y'all. This was a guilty pleasure. I listen. I felt. Yeah, listen. It was a flex. That's where I was sitting, y'all. I was in there with the big dogs. Listen, and here's the thing. I don't even think I got the invite because of the day show. I think I got invited because of the night show, y'all. Because listen, a lot of people are listening to the night show. A lot of people are talking about the things we talk about the night show. So, you know what? Cheers to y'all for getting me exclusively invited into the big dog media members only, invite only. So cheers to y'all. Thank you. sure did, Andrew. I think they got him. I think they got him. I wouldn't call them cupcakes, but we should have beat that team a lot more convincingly. I did see that. I did see Norvell. It was just a year though, right? I mean, we lost focus in the game. We lose focus way too easy. That's why I say the substitutions got to be more okay. When your team has a problem with staying focused for extended periods, you have to keep up the rotation so they'll stay focused longer. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to make, if you coming in for 5 possessions, 6 possessions, you got to make every possession count. You got to be locked in. You can't miss a screen. You can't miss a switch. I mean, I know Coach Mack likes to get guys in the flow of the game, but when you're dealing with a deep team, it's really about getting the intensity, the right intensity for the time they're in here. Especially if you really want to run fast pace and you really got a deep team and you really want to play them, you have to use that bench as your friend on this one. You know what I'm saying? Later on in the year, but I do think the suspension is thrown off the desperation level that Furman lost. Now you got to coach a little more desperate. You know what I'm saying? It throws off the whole rhythm. We did learn that today too. We learned that today. That was Tyra's suspension. That was Tyra's suspension. That was Tyra's suspension. I can see why people that thought it was Neely suspension, I can see why he didn't want to like claim it. But that was his suspension. I mean, I heard Vince Tyra answer every question. Bang, boom, pow. When that question about the suspension, it's like, yeah, Vince, that was you. uh, like I said, there's some other takeaways. Like I said, if y'all ask about them in particular, I'll tell. But other than that, Leak is always good stat line. Doesn't play aggressive enough. Yes, Dre stays focused. Vaughn, this is a fact. This is an absolute fact what you're stating. Yeah. It's just um hold on. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Oh, hold on. I gotta check something out real quick. Because if I don't do it now, it won't get done. It won't get done if I'm. Oh, there it was. There it is. There it is, y'all. Sorry. There it is. Um. It's awful. The program says, I know. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Bang. Especially consecutively. Yeah, and I think we got screwed last one. I don't want to see Jalen playing point guard. Listen, he can get the ball up the court, but like I said, if y'all watch some good basketball tonight, you would see you would see how many just like the little things that they don't do. 828 Carolina in the building. Listen, Asheville, North Carolina was 828. The players yeah. Not at all. Like, yeah, like they gotta play too. I mean, you bring in a whole new squad and get it done, you get it done. I know, Enzo. I didn't like that either. Like, I didn't like him trying to sell us on Satterfield. He's playing bad, man. I didn't enjoy that Cardinal Cam. 6 o'clock game times are awkward. I mean, but here's the thing. I do give them grace to adjust. He's adjusting slower than I would like. And like I said, I don't think he's going to adjust fast enough to do an acceptable job. But I'm not rooting against him. And again, it's not personal. But he's done now. I feel like it's a relief now that he's not in the job. Yeah, but like I said, you can choose talent, but you can't measure guys' heart when they, especially you can't measure guys' heart during COVID either because you can't go see him in person. So, like I said, you get Jalen Withers, you look at Jalen Withers, his size, his body, his gifts. But if he don't have no dog in him, that's the one thing. Listen, I remember talking to Jalen Withers' dad, and Jalen Withers' dad was saying the same thing 3-4 years ago. 3 years ago. Jalen got to start dog, got to be a dog, or we can't do nothing with him. His dad was saying that. I was in Coach Mac's office talking to Jalen Withers' dad on his recruiting visit. He was a recruit, y'all. I was on the balcony in Coach Mac's office with his father. His father was saying the exact same thing. His father played for UNC Charlotte. His father's one of the best players to come out of UNC Charlotte. His dad been saying it for years. Cool guy Don. Listen, I haven't eaten much. I haven't eaten it all today. Well, I guess technically I had pineapples, carrots, beet, ginger, carrots, pineapples, beet, ginger. What else? Whole lot of water. I think that was all I had today. But y'all, I wasn't starving though. I mean, I'm hungry, but I wasn't starving. And I am definitely filling my glass already. But let's take a moment, y'all. Everybody, give a quick shout out. Cool guy Don. Cheers. Tyrone, that was huge. Like I said, Satterfield, he's not trash, but he's not going to get our momentum going towards Power 5 bowls. You talking about the basketball? Yes. Wheeler did a great job. He got to play more. He got to play more. He got to play more. Tip in with the soft hands. Got to play more. Still got to go up strong. Again, y'all don't realize without Roosevelt Wheeler's injury, Roosevelt Wheeler was going to be a top 5 center in the class, in the entire class. He was a huge get for the University of Louisville. Y'all just don't realize it. Hold on, y'all. Catching up. Thoughts on the presser? Jason. He had a couple of moments. For the most part, I say he was about 80. He was about 82% straight up. There was about 18%. But I understood it. But okay, coach. Or not coach, but Vince, like, nah, I'm not buying that one. Lawrence, what's going on, my man?
What's up, Marcus, man?
Chilling. What you dying to talk about?
You know what? I'm trying my best not to call this team soft because I seen what some of these guys on this team can do when they play hard and rebound and get buckets. It's just the whole no contact thing and not wanting to play, not wanting to really be a dog and really get it starting to bother me.
Lawrence, who was you trying to defend earlier today that played bad, that played terrible?
I was defending Noah a lot though, because I know right now he's struggling. His shot's not going down. But he's probably in the gym right now, still shooting, trying to get his shot back. He's slumping right now.
Are you worried? Are you worried that he's gonna be like Nickelberry?
No, not yet. I'm like, let's see what he does in Kentucky game and in conference play first. That's what I'm looking at. Like when I see whatever he does in that Kentucky game in conference play, then if he's still shooting that bad, then I'm gonna say, oh, you got something got to change. You gotta have him come off the bench. But I am getting frustrated with Noah not trying to draw fouls to get to the foul line because
Right.
right now your 3 point shot ain't going down, bro.
Yep.
Like yeah, it's good. It's good that you putting up in transition because I always say a transition three is a good three.
Right.
But
He,
thing I did like tonight was the paint touches and them getting to the foul line. The one thing I still bothers me that the fact that they still don't move on the offensive end when it comes to setting up the offense. Like if they did a little more moving, maybe y'all get some more dunks and probably some more layups. Because I saw the Memphis Alabama game tonight, just like everybody else saw that. You saw Memphis. Not only did they dunk the ball, they gave Alabama a left right hook, and Alabama couldn't recover from that. I'm like,
look, Lawrence, you did it today. Look, give another shout out before you get out of here, because you gave me about 4 things I got to talk about real quick.
follow my YouTube channel, Lose the Rider Sports. I talk about everything. I'll probably gonna do a video tomorrow. Congratulate Steph Curry for breaking the all-time 3 point record,
Right.
and I'll probably break it game down more tomorrow too.
Fair enough. All right, Lawrence, let me get you out of here, man, because you gave me a couple thoughts real quick.
All right, Marcus.
Later. To Lawrence's point, when y'all go back and watch the game, you watch how we got into the offense with pin downs. That's a difference. That's a difference. He changed how we get started in our offense with a pin down. It looked beautiful to me. We started out, so you can tell, y'all, that he came in with a good fix, with a good coaching fix. Now, getting them to stay concentrated like that for the full game, that's going to be coach's challenge. But listen, the way they started into the offense, the way they got the paint touches early, I mean, like I said, the mentality of some of our players is kind of lazy. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that coaches and players and teams got to fight back and forth with. So when y'all go back and you see the offensive movement in the beginning, you can tell that was the focus coming into the game. So there's that. The Noah Locke situation. The reason I'm so baffled that Noah Locke has had these bad games, you know what I'm saying, like extended struggles, is because I know his mom and dad see that he's rushing and not getting balance on his shot. Listen, when you're hot, you can shoot shots like fading away and doing a little quick pull down. But when you're really trying to get your momentum right, you got to catch the ball and go straight up. He's not doing that. He's just, listen, if he gets an open look, he's so quick to shoot an open look. He's not like taking his time, sizing up the opponent, taking a comfortable look. And I find it hard to believe that his parents who are coaches, and the coaches and everybody's not telling him, dude, you and Matt Cross, take your time. You're gonna get open looks, y'all. Take your time. Matt and Noah are just rushing a half a second too fast. Instead of making the shot go in, they're kind of they're happy to get a good look or happy to just get a shot because they're all feeling that transfer pressure. They got to relax and concentrate on hitting the shot, not getting the shot. If they're going to have to do that quick, though, they're going to have to decide, take your time and hit the shot. Don't worry about how many shots you get. When you get a shot, hit the shot. Once they do that, they'll hit shots. But if they don't do that, if they're still worried about scoring or putting up big numbers and trying to impress somebody outside of this building, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna shoot bad the entire time. So that's what's going on. Appreciate it, E. Appreciate it. It's spreading. Beef, you gotta listen. You must have never reached out to Tyra. Nobody asked the right questions, Cashmere. Right. So are you mad at Mac? That's self-motivation. That dunk at the end of the game, that little shit that he pulled, that ain't got nothing to do with Mac. I mean, yeah, Mac can snatch him more, but that's self-motivation. Anybody go up that lazy? Anybody who has a wide open fast break by themselves and goes up that lazy and clanks it like that, they got a problem in here. That's not a coaching thing. Coach Pitino, okay, let's say Coach Pitino's coaching. He sits him for life. So you don't get anything out of him anyway. So y'all can tell Coach Matt to bench him for life, and you're not going to get anything out of him. Or you can just keep screaming at him. And obviously Coach Mack has been screaming the same things we're saying. But if they don't got it in here, it's not going to happen. I'm not saying they can't get it, but they don't have it. They don't have it now. Like I said, y'all saw Jalen Withers go to the basket. Once he saw some contact might happen, he's looking for the ball to fumble. He does not want the contact. He does not want to jump in the air and get contact. Y'all got eyeballs. It was his call. Yeah, but at first he kind of explained it like the final decision rested with him. Instead of saying, no, it was your call. You thought the proper punishment was all that shit. See, I don't like how he left that space out there. Even today, he was like, yeah, a lot of factors go into it. So the factors was how, listen, just say it. How it make you look. Hey, our school can't take that PR hit, so I had to do something that showed we were being harsh and zero tolerance. You should have just said that. You should have just said that. Did I miss something? 2026. Okay, Norfolk. I thought he's got a 1 year. Oh, it was 1 year already what he had. Right. Yeah, listen, he baited me into that one. Listen, Albert, I did see that was a decent little game. What did that final score end up being? Listen, Beef, we all said the exact same thing. He let him do that on purpose. What was the score though? DePaul's not DePaul's not a cupcake. DePaul beat Rutgers right before Rutgers beat #1 Purdue. DePaul's not a cupcake. Y'all might think they're a cupcake because y'all name. Y'all don't know who the AD is. Y'all don't know who the coach is. That's not a cupcake team. And you're gonna see. Watch it play out. So they handle it. So UNC handle their business. No, well, you know what? I think they play about the same, and I think they both got heart issues. Yeah. Beef, what's good? Fire away.
I keep doing this. I keep doing the mute thing. My bad.
Fair
What's
enough.
good, bro?
Man, listen, we talking about the game. We talking about the Tyra.
I had to show this.
You didn't force Tyra to invite you?
What's crazy, man, is he's walked up to me and act like he knew me before, and I had never even talked to him. So I was like, he couldn't even reach out to Beef to get me in there.
You probably would have been too pissed off at him, though.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm with you. I think some of this he did clear up a lot of stuff. I do think he in the comments somebody was like, I hated how he kind of backed his hiring with Satterfield. That's what he's got to do. That was his only hire he did. He can't go in there and say, well, I did all this stuff, but I was a complete and utter failure at hiring my only coach that I hired. I mean, whether we agree with it or not, whether we want another coach or not, I mean, that's what he kind of has to do. So I can't really hate on him for doing that.
Right.
By the way, I've been emailing 93.9. I've been trying to get in there with y'all. I've been emailing them every day.
How funny is this? I'm gonna just say this publicly because you said it. You said publicly that you're trying to get in there.
I'm trying, dude.
Hey, y'all. What advice would y'all give Beef? Because listen, he put my name as a reference. Does he know that Andy Sweeney is the program director in charge of?
I didn't even think about that.
Why would you do that? I looked at my phone and read that message.
And you probably did like this. Oh, God.
I said, wait a minute.
I should have said I had Strebel on there. I had
Andy Sweeney and Pat West is the program director at ESPN Louisville. You're trying to find an appropriate position in the room, which, by the way, it's worth it if you get that break. Like I said, one day anybody can be stressed out, anybody can be short a producer. It's always worth it. Even if you get 10 no's. Listen, everybody who's been anybody who's been, I don't want to even say relentless. Anyone who's been assertive, you know what I'm saying? Relentless has ended up with their own show within, no time at all. You know what I'm saying? So even if you got to come in, get coffee and change trash bags, I mean, everybody ended up with shows or opportunities. People cancel all the time. You get to fill in for Bob, and you get to fill in before you know it, like you're a recognizable voice. But everybody, y'all are looking at a man right now on this side of the screen. This man knows that Andy Sweeney is the program director in charge of hiring and firing at ESPN Louisville. And he thought it was a good idea to mention my name.
Hey, I had to do something.
Christ! And listen, is everybody gonna give you some advice?
I hope so. I need to click to where I can even see it. There we go.
My question is, I'm just catching up on. I'm just doing a big catch up.
I mean, that's the thing though. That was my third email. I now sent a fourth one because I'm just going to keep emailing until I at least even hear an answer. Because like you said, people have gotten those. I would be happy with even hearing a no. I haven't even heard anything. Because the way I look at it, man, is all I need is a foot in the door and I'll crush it. That's all I need.
Yeah, but you got to tell, like I said, you got to tell them in particular, the producer, situation. You got to say, okay, you got to read their job
Somebody
description.
said, "You screwed, buddy. Sorry."
Yeah, Easy Mac, I agree with what you're saying. You want to be more than a shooter, you don't get fouled. Nobody is going to the NBA that doesn't get fouled and go to the free throw line.
By the way, what happens to players when they step through the door that they just can't shoot it anymore? Noah Locke shoots 40% for his career, and then now he just can't shoot.
Some people end up shooting better. Some people can't handle the freedom.
Also, I got to say something because I keep getting texts about this and I keep seeing people on here. Please stop comparing these guys to Wayne Blackshear. Wayne Blackshear had a hell of a career. Maybe he didn't live up to what he did, but that guy was 1,000-point scorer, went to an Elite Eight, went to a Final Four, and won a championship. That guy had a hell of a career. We need to stop bashing Wayne Blackshear.
Yeah, that was a narrative. That was a media narrative.
Now, VJ King, on the other hand, I love the kid as a person, but
Master Yoda, are you talking about Cat West, the program director? 7, 8, yeah. It's not a. I mean, rotations are tough too. Wheeler said awesome. Again, y'all don't realize Wheeler was going to be a top 5 center. And we got him early, got him rehabbed real good, took our time with him. He's ready to play some basketball. Again, I don't want him around Malik. If I was the coach, I would put Malik and JJ, and Gabe on one end, and I'd put Rose, Sydney, and who any other big man on the other end, and let them work out separate. How could Sam not get pumped and want a big? I know you at home. You've been playing bad. And do you know how entitled you gotta be to get that Sam fast break and think you're just gonna be cool or just, barely done? I mean, you at home. Y'all been playing like shit. You've been playing like shit. You supposed to want to windmill this shit to show everybody you ain't garbage.
By the way, Eric got mad at me because I didn't show off my shoes I got back here last time.
Okay.
I got to show them to you because I ain't even showed them to you. I saw you got yours. Look at these. I got the Cardinal with the Denny Crum program on there. Taekwon Dean, Larry O'Bannon. Got some cool logos on that side. This one got the Sports Center logo for the Sports Center anchor I had on.
I saw that. Who got that together for you?
I can shoot you a link to him, man. I promise to God, you will give him an idea to do. We'll crush it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was gonna give you a chance to shout him out if you need to. Yeah, it's all good. As well as coaching up guards. Kenny Payne's a coach. I don't question your screw.
Let me ask you, Marcus. I got a hypothetical for you because I want to see your reaction when I ask this. Let's say Mac doesn't work out, which I think we both hope he does.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather have Kenny Payne or would you rather have Eric Musselman?
Kenny Payne. Golly. Listen, Kenny Payne is the most overlooked resource in this area in all this time because he's a dog and he brings dogs out of puppies. He makes puppies into dogs, and he's learned under the most fundamental coach on the planet. He studied recruiting under hands down the most powerful recruiter in the history of college basketball and World Wide West. So he has all the monster. He knows everybody at Nike at every level. He knows every coach at every level. He knows how to coach kids at all different developmental stages, from AAU guy to lower college guy to like I say, He just knows how to get it done. And like I said, his name is not glamorous.
True.
But that's not glamorous to people who just watch TV and like to watch Cal run up and down the sidelines and put on a show for the fans. But again, Kenny Payne, like I said, like think about this. For 3 years, 3 years, we said if we can listen, we would give Kenny Payne a job. We would give him $1 million job as a janitor just to get him away from Kentucky.
True.
Because everybody knew. And listen, every draft, we heard the same thing. Oh, my God, KP back in Kentucky. We'd hear that before we heard Calipari. Oh, man. Look, these guys literally about to win Rookie of the Year. And they're like, I want to thank my guy, Kentucky KP. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, KP was getting them out. Like, I'm sorry, like Muscle. Yeah, there's plenty of good coaches.
Yeah.
But, okay, it's like Kenny Payne is that guy that discovered the first Jack Daniels recipe. I don't know what his name is, but I'm sure you heard the story. It was just one of the dudes, you know what I'm saying, that just lived on the property or something. Yeah, KP just gets, but he don't want the high, the highlights. Like he just a dude to get it done. Yeah, and with the injury, he was still top 10, top 11 in the country. That's a fact. So yeah, like easy, Coach Mack. Like I know we all mad at him half the time, but it's like, dude, he done brought in some good dudes. And y'all, okay. Do y'all know what other coaches are saying about the Louisville program when Coach Mack is trying to recruit a kid?
Yeah. I mean, Tyra kind of touched on it today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not like just a little cute, like okay, local media likes to when they want to criticize the basketball, they want to hold him to a standard of, oh, we have a standard here at Louisville. The Louisville standard has never been on facing the infractions that Louisville's facing. Never. FBI's, Katinas, look, crazy level 2s, bullshit, first one out, NC, like I say, that's it. Listen, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not making excuses, but Mitch Barnhart is the head of the selection committee. It's not coincidence that we had to play Little Rick Pitino in the very first game of the entire NCAA tournament in Mac's first year. That's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that out of all the bubble in, bubble out, everything, Louisville was the very first team out of the bubble. And if a whole team catches COVID, you would have needed 8 players on a team to catch COVID for Louisville to get bumped in that. It's not going to happen. These things are anomalies that don't happen to the same person in Katina Powell championship, never been done before. Final Four, never been done before. First one out, that's been done before, but you get the point. Louisville's one of the highest television watches in all of the country. Do you think anybody with a brain, unless they have something personal, would put Louisville on at 10 o'clock on a Thursday in Iowa against, go figure, Big Ten country, Little Rick Pitino. Just random. That was just a random draw. That's impossible. So yeah, Mac is fighting a lot of shit that he don't have nothing to do with.
And you do have to say though, he may not be having to fight it anymore. With the fact that Auburn should have faced a whole lot more than what we are, they're not even going to miss a tournament now. Or you would hope. I'm not going to hope anything with the NCAA because they continually step on our throat for no reason.
Yeah, what you're saying is right, but that's like saying, okay, you know what Vince Tyra said today? Something that made my point. I don't like them just snaking Vince out of there, making sure he didn't know everything, and then whoever they hire is going to have a red flag on them, right?
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing that happened 3 years ago. So basically, you're still operating this university the same exact way with your hand-picked board, with your hand-picked president, with your hand-picked AD, who's even less experienced, you know what I'm saying, or just as inexperienced as Vince Tyra, right? So you do that, and then what I didn't like is Vince Tyra, when he was asked about the coaching job, okay, he said he's backing Satterfield all the way, which I didn't like, but whatever. But then when asked, did you even contact Braun? He said, no, I didn't need. So all of us were getting leaked lies. We were getting leaked stories. And I don't care who you blame it on. He could have stopped that. You know what I'm saying? He could have said, just like Hurd said, he could have said, Satterfield's my guy. We're not going after Braun. But all we heard is silence and leaked stories from, I know a guy who knows a guy who knows Vince. And Vince said it was a done deal. And then somebody came in, like, that was a fucking lie.
Yeah.
And you were quiet because you knew that lie was out here. So he says today he never had any contact or communication with Braun. Why? Because you felt like that was unfair to Braun to have the conversation. That dog don't hunt, Vince.
No.
That dog don't hunt. Okay, so then his next response was, even if I did fire a football coach, it's a national search, right? This is what Vince Tyra said today. Even if we were doing that, it will be a national search. So wait a minute. We're not doing a national search with Hurd or the point. I mean, I know you got to have an acting person, but does it feel like Josh Hurd is an interim right now? Like the way they're putting out stories and articles, and we got our guy, and I got Jared Stillman coming at me on Twitter. Like, where the fuck did Jared Stillman come from? Like biting at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like WHAS puts out a Louisville's got their guy. I'm like, since when did WHAS start endorsing interim?
WHAS said they're UK guys.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, since when did they all of a sudden start endorsing people? Right. We had the issue with WHAS recently. So then I see that thing, and I'm like, no, like, Josh, you can sit this one out when I talk about it, because it's like, this ain't got nothing to do with you. It's like, I've seen this machine before. Yeah. And this machine looks like the exact same thing I've seen before. So you okay with having and Vince even said it. He said Josh being the interim or however long he's the athletic director, and I'm like, that don't sound right. That don't sound like he's a placeholder. That sound like y'all gonna say, okay, we're gonna hire a new president, but we're gonna tell the new president that Hurd's gonna be your AD. So the president, in order to take this job, gonna say, okay, I gotta keep Hurd. Now I look at Hurd's resume and I'm like, okay, you got events here. How much money have you raised? Because listen, I understand how Tyra felt about the Tim Sullivan thing, but it's like, at the end of the day, I'm still like, hey, your job is always fundraising.
I was going to ask you how you felt, if you felt he was lying about that, or not lying, but stretching the truth.
No. He's telling the truth, but it's like saying, I worked hard today. Okay, if you practiced on your jump shot, you worked hard today. Okay, how hard did you work? I hit 250 shots before I left the gym today, right? And you say, okay, well, Jordan Ward hit 1,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need to be hitting 1,000. Oh, no, 250 is enough. No, it's not enough. Yeah. I should not be having, listen, there is no time to relax when you're saying Brahms' contract and a buyout would be, we got money issues. And we hear that. Tim Sullivan, every time he says, something, money issues. We've talked to people in the program. They say we don't have the money to do this and this and that. If that's the case, I should be hearing you every single day, wheeling and dealing. And the fan base is used to that because Tom Jurich was spending every day willing and dealing to bring more money into the program. Yeah. So yeah, I feel you, Vince, but I got the right to think you're not doing enough, even though you think you're doing enough. Yeah. I shouldn't hear money problem, especially when you gave away the Yum Center deal. I don't want to hear about money. I don't want to hear a buyout would be costly. Y'all hear when he said, okay, he started talking about the buyout today. Well, we're just now paying off Bobby, and he said the Jurich thing. But here's the problem. He even mentioned Rick Pitino's name, right? That's when my BS meter went up one other time. Because I'm like, Vince, Rick gave up his body.
We didn't have to pay him anything.
We didn't have to pay him anything, right? So he said, oh, Rick Pitino's thing is done, his whatever the word he used, Rick's compensation is done with. And I'm just like, Vince, there was no Rick compensation at all. And now if he would have said, oh, we still had lawyer fees for Rick Pitino, then I'd say, okay. But for you to throw that in there, like, we had to pay Bobby, we had to pay Tom, and the Rick thing is finally finished up, and I'm like, ooh.
I still don't feel like all that stuff explains a $51 million difference. Like, you can say all that stuff all you want, but if you say we're just now doing it, that's $51 million that the deficit is down. And okay. Then he also bragged that we were one of the only schools that were not in the negative from COVID. So you can't blame it on COVID.
But okay, but I will say this. We're still operating. Okay, put it this way. I don't think he lied, but
I think your jump shot example was the perfect way to put it. He stretched the truth with it to make himself look better.
Yeah, like he's working harder, because then he started talking about how many nights he didn't sleep and things like that. And it's like, listen, when you start talking about how hard you're working, that you usually talk about that when you ain't, when you're coming up short on something.
Yeah.
I'm just so tired because I'm working so hard. Look, I'm like, what didn't you do? Like, what did you forget to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, but again, I think you did a good job.
For what he was handed, absolutely. And for not having any experience in it, yeah.
I think you did a good job, but you're not above criticism. And my criticism, legit, like, you could have done a much better job.
Yeah.
You could have. And again, I'll say it to her. I'll say it to anybody who listens. You got in there illegally. I mean, he couldn't do anything illegal, but the people who got put in place illegally hired you. So I got the right to criticize that. Period. So yeah, that's about it. Any shout outs before you get out of here? Because I want to wrap it on up.
I'm good, man. Shout out to you for letting me hang on there for 15 minutes.
You good? You good to go? Okay, so I got about 10 more minutes. Get on out of here. I got about 12 minutes. I got 12 minutes. If y'all can hang on for 12 minutes, you can get all of the juiciest questions and answers you want. 12 minutes, ask anything, and I'll tell you anything I can. I'll put it on 13 because I gotta go turn on the stove. So give me like 20 seconds. You're not wrong about the fundraiser. Yeah, like I'm not. Okay, you did. Okay, it's like saying you did just enough. But again, we dealt with 20 years of Tom always closing. ABC always be closing. We felt like he was always closing. I don't think you did a bad job, but I think you could have done a lot more. Repeat, I don't think you did a bad job. You could have did a lot more. But I can't even hate on Vince because I did get an invite. And the night show people are a reason I got the invite, which makes me so proud. Because sometimes I wonder, what am I doing up at 12:30 at night, giving away all my content, giving everybody a head start? Why am I doing this? Alicia passed out on us. Cloud, NCAA, I blame Rick for some weight struggles. Should have remained a 2 guard. Listen, don't get me started, Mark. It's positionless basketball. Dog whisperer, I agree. Cloud, NCAA, all that good stuff. Yeah. So listen, I want Coach Mack to do better at cleaning up the fundamentals, but I do acknowledge he has his hands full. Yeah, Vaughn, you always got to remind people he was #1 in the country the year he didn't even get to play in a tournament. So that's basically the year that they were supposed to be in the Sweet 16 is the year he didn't play. So if we said one first round loss, one Sweet 16, and one first one out. Terry. You, Vince Tyra, and Denny Crum. Y'all hate spelling my name the right way. Terry. Marquez. Coach Crum. Marquez. Vince Tyra always has the Marquise on my name. Quis. Y'all three just hate spelling my name the right way. No, like I said, I won't crush on Vince, but there was a couple BS meter comments that he made for sure, and he knows that, and I don't hold that against him. No, I'm not doing air fryers. Okay, Lauren, ask the good stuff. I want to reward everybody who stayed up with me. Ask the good stuff, y'all. You don't get these opportunities often. Yes, it's great fans in here at night. Right. You're not worried about the shoe companies. Listen, they outmaneuvered him on that one. I think they've been politicians longer than him. I do think there was some damage control, but I think some of those other people have been politicians a little longer than him. I'm listening, Fred. I did like the shoes too. Justin, you got to go back. High tops with good canvas area. Sound, I'm not mad, but I'm gonna give a hard time. I just said Tammy Red. How do you spell it? Where's Tammy Red been at? I ain't seen her name in here. Yeah, just say 5. Yeah, if you don't know how to spell it, just go 5. Okay, ask the good stuff, y'all. Ooh, if I could say one thing to Neely Bendapudi right now, I would say, if I could say one thing, Jesus, y'all, he really wants the truth. I told y'all I haven't eaten all day. Y'all don't care. Y'all just want to abuse me. I did eat healthy. I did a good cleanse today, so I feel like I can handle this. CJ3K, the crowd thanks you for abusing me. what I would say to Neely is, who do you think hired you? No, I would ask her, who does she think made the decision to hire her? Because I don't think she thinks it was a search firm. I think she got a call from somebody in particular. I would want to know who made that call that really talked you into hiring her. I mean, that shit could be somebody like Matt Bevin. Or what's the dude? They say he looks like a turtle. I'm sorry. This is not a political talk. Who's the dude they say look like Mitch McConnell? For all I know, it's him. I would ask her, who does she think went behind the decision of hiring her? That's what I would ask. That's what it would be. To play with me in a 3-on-3 game. 2 former teammates to play with me in a 3-on-3 game. 3-on-3. I would pick Nate Johnson. I would pick Nate Johnson. A 3-on-3 game. I would pick Nate Johnson. The third is tough, man. The third is tough. I would pick, who would I pick as 2 teammates in a 3-on-3? Like, we'll just call it a 3-on-3 tournament. I would pick Nate Johnson. Who would I pick in a 3-on-3 to play with me? I don't know. Give me a second to come up with that. Give me a second to come up with that third teammate. Who is your third teammate? If it was on the streets, I don't know, man. Give me some time to think about that one. That's a good question. I mean, I'm arguing between Reese, Quentin Bailey, Dion Edward, and Tobias Hopper. I think I got it down to those 4. Because those dudes competitive, man. What in particular? Yeah, that's a fact. I think they're doing a really good job of bringing in talent. But here's the problem. I still don't think the talent can be effective because I don't think he's been grooming the defensive linemen like they're supposed to be groomed. I don't think he's grooming the defensive linemen like you need to groom them to compete at this level. So if you bring in safeties and cornerbacks and edge rushers and all that, but you just don't have girth, I don't think any of this is going to matter in the big games, in the big boy games. So that's kind of how I feel about that. Facts. Yes. Yes. Listen, the board of trustees is going to be deposed at some point. They're going to have to testify on their actions. Who they talk to. Listen, even if there's a settlement, they're going to have to answer some questions that they can't lie on. So that is definitely coming. No, I wouldn't choose Alex because Alex is so big and strong. Sometimes he don't like to use his strength. You can tell he's been so strong that he's had to tone down his strength. Like I said, we talking about 3-on-3 in the streets. I didn't play with Griffin Purvis. Eric is a good candidate. Who? I like Cameron. I almost put Cameron in there too. Cameron was one of the most high IQ players I ever played with. Two guys on the roster to make one player. Probably if I was gonna combine two players to make one player, it would be fuck that. If I were to combine two people to make one player, it would be Jalen Withers and L. Ellis. Yeah, it gotta be an SEC guy though. No, I gotta think of somebody else with Mason Faulkner. He's got to speed up though, man. He's got to speed up. No, he didn't make a change. He got fired. That wasn't a voluntary change. The strength and conditioning was not a voluntary change. He did help out tonight, but here's the thing. He's getting a lot of quality minutes, but the movement of the team slows down a lot when Mason gets in there. Mason's an awesome player, but the pace slows down big time. When Mason's facing pressure, he won't push it up at the guard. Because whenever he pushes it, he starts falling. I can see a little Preston Knowles and Faulkner without the defense. Hey, y'all, if you follow me on Facebook or Twitter, I'm going to show y'all what I'm talking about in the first 5 minutes. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm at 1:30. Get on out of here. I'll see y'all in the morning. I'll talk more details. Enjoy yourselves. Let me get everything together. I'll do a social media post with a little breakdown. Probably 8 minutes. It'll be workout time. Later.